I think you told Rich Eisen recently that you tried out for the Bears.
Yeah, I was going to go kick field goals for the Bears, Dan. I mean, that would have been a pretty cool story. Chuck Pagano is their D coordinator now. He was the head coach for the Colts for a long time, friend of mine. And they were obviously looking for a kicker after the situation last year with Cody Parkey, who's a great kicker. If he hits the ball just like an inch to the right, none of this happens. But obviously the Chicago Bears were seeking a kicker for their team, storied franchise, and they hired a kicking consultant for their team who was actually my kicking coach coming out of college. So it seemed as if all the stars were aligning for potential comeback for me to come kick field goals. I put it through an entire stress test with their kicking coach. The ball was flying well. I think I was going to be the first guy in the history of the league that both punted and kicked successfully in the NFL. And I got on a plane, and my old-ass knee just started to swell up. I couldn't even get to the bathroom. And it was like
no.
I know, Dan. It was like a moment between me and my knee that was like my knee literally was talking to me like, hey, man, we're not doing this again. Let's just talk into microphones, enjoy our lives, have some vitamins. We're not getting back into the rigors of kicking footballs again. But I was all in. I was ready to do it, full focus, full steam ahead. And I think it would have been a cool thing. But now I get a chance to follow in some dreams and focus on some other cool stuff. But it was a real moment of closure for me whenever I couldn't get up and go to the John at about 32,000 feet sitting on a Southwest flight.
But you look at these extra points. It feels like the kickers have gotten better with field goal kicking, but not kicking extra points. Why is that?
So I think whenever the field goal got moved back to a 33-yard field goal, the initial thought was we're going to find out quickly that there are tiers to kicking in the NFL. There's like the elite kickers in the NFL, the guys that are everybody knows them. The Gostkowskis, the Tuckers, the Vinatieri's, the guys that are at the top of their game for a long, long time. Then there's a lot of guys that kind of get on this kicking carousel where they kick for a team, they get cut, they try to get hot somewhere, and they just kind of bounce around team to team. And I think the extra point is something that used to be a gimme, obviously. You used to walk on the field, you could hit a terrible ball and it would go through. But with 33 yards, I mean, there's a chance for a little bit of a miss. And I think it just shines a spotlight on who's good, who's worth a lot of money, who can win their team games, and also the guys that maybe aren't there yet mentally or physically. So I think it's just one of those things where you have to focus on a 33-yard kick. You have to hit a good ball. You can't steal a point there anymore. And I think it just kind of puts a little bit of a spotlight on the people that aren't as great as the ones that are at the top of the game.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.